I thought I would show you the Walkman CD bag. Now let's go make tags because I need a lot of them. Hello, this studio vlog is going to be a little different. I don't have a lot of clips of me just talking to the camera, so a lot of it's going to be voiceover. I might do some captions and you might just hear music. I'm not too sure yet. Anyway, I am packing up an order. This was a custom, and this custom, it gave me a lot of problems. So long story short, they got just an Ally the sheep instead because my embroidery machine was not working. I spent about 2 months trying to work on the custom. It was not working out, and so they picked her out, and I gave them a little few extra goodies just because I felt bad. And also the dress, I made her dress wrong because it's been months since I've made a strawberry dress or a dress in general, so I gave them an extra one, the denim dress. You'll see that in a second. But I packed it up all cute because it was around their birthday. I told them I'd try my best when they originally ordered the custom to get it out around their birthday, and so here it is. The main thing I wanted to talk about in this video was how much is changing with my small business. I am currently working on so many different products, and I'm branching out from just making plushies, so I thought it was kind of fitting to show you guys a plushie order at the beginning because the rest of this video is me trying out new things. You'll see me make some pouches. I made an enrichment mat for my cats just as a little tester. I think I'm gonna make some more, not too sure, and some other things as well, a personal project and such. This order is all done and packed up. We are going to move on. I was thrifting with my mom the other week and I found this mirror, and I knew I had to have it because I love zebra print. And I moved into this apartment like 7 months ago, maybe even more, and I don't have a mirror in my office, and I've really wanted one. As soon as I saw this, I knew I wanted it because, you know, I had a space for it and a use for it. Don't worry, it's on correctly now, but I think it was funny that I ended this clip the way I did because it's all crooked. I got annoyed, so I turned off the camera. But yeah, now I have a little space where I can actually see myself get dressed, and I made it so I can take the mirror off and use it when I'm filming so I can see if I'm in frame and stuff. Yeah, it looks better than that now, I promise. Now I am working on some reusable paper towels. I think I'm just going to call them paperless towels. And these are a project I've wanted to make for a long time. These first handful that I've made, I am honestly keeping for myself because I didn't like the quality of them that much. They still work, but I finally just bought some pinking shears that I can use on fabric so I don't have to go through and actually sew the edge of all these. It would be a lot easier if I had a serger, but I do not, so I'm just kind of like overlock stitching or over whatever it's called. That's what I'm doing. But it didn't really turn out on these, so I moved on to a different project. This was my first time making a pouch this size and my first time installing a zipper correctly. A few years ago, I hand sewn on a zipper and it was surely something. But I really like how this pouch turned out. I'm excited for you guys to see it. I want to touch on why I'm making different things that aren't just plushies. I honestly have just gotten bored and I feel like I've gotten stuck making the same things constantly, and I realized that's not why I started my art business at all. So pouches it is. I love this fabric. It's little frogs, as you can see, and if you couldn't tell, I love frogs. That's what my shop mascot is, Bert the Clown Frog. And I love how this fabric, the frogs are tiny, so there's a lot of them on there. I am just quilting this. I'm using, it's just a sheet of felt that was pre-cut. I'm using that in place of batting because I had so much of this left over from that failed custom that I never got to use, so I thought I would make good use of it. And I actually liked how this turned out so much. You'll see me start a couple other ones in this video. I still have to actually finish them, but I at least filmed the beginning of them. I honestly have nothing else to add right now, so I'm just gonna let you guys watch me make this pouch, and I'll be back in a few minutes. I finally realized how much of a difference bias tape makes, and I actually finally realized how to put it on as well. And it's pretty easy. I was overcomplicating it for a long time, and for the longest time I didn't even know what it was or what it was used for, but it really does make a difference. So if you're not using bias tape, maybe you should, at least on things you sell. I might not use it on everything I make for myself, but regardless, it makes a difference, and it's actually kind of fun to put on. I'm going to experiment with making it myself, but we'll see if I like doing that or not. I'm not too sure. I do get in a habit of really wanting to make everything from scratch, but sometimes just buying it pre-made is easier. So we'll see which I like more. I'm not too sure. Here is the mostly finished pouch. I just had to turn it inside out, but as you can tell by the clip, I was very pleasantly surprised with how it turned out. I really like it. I might have to make one for myself. It fits pens and pencils and stuff like that. So yeah, I really like it, and I was just proud that I made something with a zipper. As you can tell, I was very shocked. I really hope these sell well because I definitely want to make more in the future. So check out my shop and see if they're out now. Okay, now let's go make tags because I need a lot of them. Like a lot. So I think it was about last month. It doesn't really matter. I was looking through some old things from high school and I found some unused iron-on transfers. So thank you to my past self for investing in my business. Real talk though, I bought them at like 16 because I used to make shirts, like my own band shirts. Who knew I would use them for this now? I sure as hell didn't. But I had 2 more sheets left. I'm glad I have another sheet before I have to buy more because I completely messed this one up. It has been a long time since I've done this, and you can probably tell I completely burnt the paper, and when I pull this up, most of the tags are unusable, and the ones that were usable, I only liked a few of them. So I guess you gotta learn somehow, right? You can see how yellow it is. It's not supposed to be like that. I ironed it for way too long. But yeah, again, sometimes you just gotta trial and error it. I honestly like making my own tags now that I've done it because I can really customize the tags a lot easier than buying, 100 from a manufacturer. I can have different tags for certain products instead of having to buy 1 or 2 multi-purpose design of a tag. Did that sentence make sense? I'm not sure. But yeah, you can see how burnt the paper got onto the cloth, and I salvaged some of these, but most of them I just gave up on, and we will try again eventually. But the ones I did save, they worked out pretty well. So I would recommend this method. All I did was I used a white 100% cotton fabric. I have a mini heat press, but you can use an iron. And the white iron-on transfer paper, I think mine was from Target, like 7 years ago. So I don't know, go back to the past and pick these up from Target. I don't know if they still sell them or not. So I don't know if that's helpful, but yeah, and then just cut them out with scissors and sew them in your projects. I liked these, but I don't know. The quality isn't as great as they would be if you got them manufactured, but you can really control how many you make of each design. So I think that's the main selling point to making your own, probably, is that you don't have to buy 500 of them. I tried these Star Peeps tags and I hated them. They just did not look good. But the main ones that I needed and I need to make more of are these, like, I don't even know. Is it hamburger style folding? Yeah, I don't know. But there's the finished pouch with the tag in it. I think it makes it look really cute. I did hand sew the tag because I didn't want to go back and use my machine. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. A few days later, I picked up some zippers, so I got a yellow, a pink, a red, a baby blue kind of color, a green, and yeah, a purple one as well. The only color I didn't get was orange. I actually already have an orange zipper that I've probably had for 5 years and I have not used, but that's okay. If you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I am going through and taking off the plastic from all these packagings. I'm making a bunch of cat toys for my next market, so I'm collecting a bunch of crinkly plastic to use as filler along with, stuffing and catnip and stuff. And the plastic that comes with these zippers is like my favorite plastic to collect for this purpose because it's so crinkly and the cats really seem to like it. So I'm putting it in my drawer to save for later. You know, reduce, reuse, recycle. Awesome. I love that last frog bag so much that I decided to start a couple more. And I am currently working on these two. I was trying to pick out zipper colors I liked, and I'm pretty sure I went with this green one for the Hello Kitty because of the little leaf on the apple that's green. As you could see, I had a hard time picking, but the Hello Kitty pouch has a lining that's like a glittery pink color, and then that purple gingham has a like faux denim lining, the same one I used for the frog, and I put just a matching purple zipper. You know, self-explanatory. I also looked through my stash to see if I had anything I wanted to use on the pouch. I didn't really find anything. I, again, am still making these, so I might add, you know, a bow or a button later, maybe some lace, but for now, I'm probably just going to keep it simple to see if these even sell well. I'm really hopeful, though. I'm really hopeful. This next clip is muted, but basically what I'm saying is that I started a new project. This was probably within the span of 30 minutes from the last clip you just saw. I completely started a new project. It's something I've wanted to do for a long time. I got the inspiration and, you know, when I'm working on market prep, as long as it's for the market, and I still have a little bit of time to prep, I kind of just let my imagination run wild, and sometimes that means I'm working on 5 projects at once. But what are you gonna do? That's just how my brain works, you know? This is an enrichment mat for cats, or I guess small dogs, but I will have to put, you know, a sign next to this or something that you need to pick this up after you use it, especially for dogs. You know, maybe bunnies would like this too. Guinea pigs, I'm not too sure, but yeah, I was just kind of testing different methods, and I just used this first one as a tester to see if my cats would like it, and they seemed to, so I am hopeful that the next one I make will be better. If you don't know what an enrichment mat is, it's just enrichment for your animals is basically anything to keep their minds busy. So toys are enrichment as well, but this is just a fun way for them to either eat their normal food or eat treats. If you have cats, you can put their dry food if they eat dry food in it. You can put treats. You can put catnip. Really any animal, I guess, that would use an enrichment mat. You could put kibble or dry food, or that's what kibble is. I'm losing my mind today, apparently. But yeah, and it just keeps them busy. I made a bunch of different shapes, like a little envelope type thing, and you'll see more later, but yeah. I also tested it with my cats, and they seemed to like it, so I will be making another one of these. I'll probably only make one of them for the market just to kind of see the reactions from people, and then I'll go from there. So these will probably be on my website eventually. I'm not too sure though, so just, you know, keep an eye out for that. I am very excited to be offering more pet items. Obviously, I love animals. I've made stuffed animals for years, and, you know, I'm an animal lover, but I actually started my small business journey, or one of my first small businesses was a cat toy business. And so making cat toys again and seeing how much I've grown and making other items as well is a lot of fun. And so I'm excited for that. This next part I'm adding is just a little roll-up thing. It's kind of reminiscent to putting some kibble in a towel and rolling it up loosely and giving it to your cat or dog, and, you know, they unroll the towel to get to the food. It's basically that, but it's attached to the mat. And that's the finished product of it. I gave it to my cats to see what they thought. Baljeet and Badu seemed kind of interested, and then later, which you'll see in a second, it was later at night and my flash was accidentally on, but Butter seemed to like it as well. So I think it's a win. They like it. Oops. Now that I got that new product out of my system, I am just quilting the bags. This bag is a very simple design, but I really like it. This pattern was kind of a nightmare for my eyes to work with as I was quilting. There were so many lines and stripes going on with the gingham and the marker I use to mark where I need to quilt, but I think it was worth it. I just love pastels and gingham, and I also love purple, so I was very excited for this combination. Just keep an eye out to see the finished product for this bag. Like I said, it won't be in this video because I'm still currently working on it, but it should be very soon. It'll probably be in my shop launch, so if you're interested, it'll be there. I hope. Maybe. I don't know. I can't tell the future. I know what you're thinking. Kindle, another project? Yes, this is one I started, I don't even know how long ago. It's been a while, and it's just kind of sat on my shelf untouched for a while. This was an idea I had. I used to really love carrying my Walkman around, or my portable CD player, I guess. It's not name brand. And I've had many in my day. I used to carry one around during high school, and I would slyly hide it in my backpack, and then after that was banned, I would hide it in my Trapper Keeper. Now that I am an adult with adult money and resources, I decided to make myself a bag that I can actually carry it in, so I don't have to carry a backpack or hold it. And yeah, I made this bag specifically for my portable CD player. Since this was my first one I made, there were a lot of hurdles, and I don't love the way it turned out. You'll see it at the end. I'll talk about it more and show you the finished product. I might do some adjusting to the current design and fix it, and I might sell these in the future if anyone's interested. You can just use them as a normal bag too, but again, yeah, I'm making the strap from this scrap of denim, and the strap was the most annoying part for me to work with, definitely. And again, I'll talk about that more at the end. I really wanted to use my portable CD player again though, because it's been a while and it's fun. Why not? Sometimes streaming music is just like too much choice, you know? There's something intimate about listening to physical media, and streaming sometimes is just I get decision paralysis or something sometimes. Real quick before I go, I just wanted to say that I am going to be posting less on Instagram. I feel like I've said this for a long time, but if you do follow me over there, you probably noticed I haven't posted. I don't even remember the last time I posted. That's because I really am trying to stay consistent on YouTube once a week, every Saturday, and that's important to me. And also I'm working on my new website and getting a bunch of new products that I've never made before out. And so you will be seeing more from me on Instagram very soon, but still, I probably will not be posting every day like I used to. If you were wondering where I was, if I disappeared, I haven't. I've just been busy and trying to make new products. I am a little scared of when I do come back that people won't I think people just expect me to make plushies, and I do expect a lot of people to unfollow me or stop supporting me because that's not the only thing I'm making anymore, but I'm not gonna let that fear hold me back anymore, and I'm just gonna do it because I've wanted to make other things for a long time. I am not done making plushies. I'm still making them. I actually have new characters coming out, which is exciting, and I'll talk more about in a future video. I'll make a whole video about it probably, but yeah, just that's my thoughts. Starting something new, trying something new. A little fearful, but I am excited. I'm hopeful as well. I'm just gonna let you guys watch me make this strap, and in a few seconds you'll see the finished product. Hi, so I realized I've barely talked this whole video. I thought I would show you the somewhat finished product of the Walkman CD bag type thing. It did not turn out the way I wanted to. Let's get into it. So, it's not really finished. I'll probably go back and finish it up later. I kind of wanted to use it yesterday when I finished it, and that didn't happen because I wasn't super proud of it. So I didn't use any bias tape or anything to finish the edges. And it did turn out smaller than I wanted. There's not really room for me to put any wallet or anything. I took this little thing out of it because I hate this color. I used it for some reason and it just looks like a highlighter. I don't like it. But it fits the necessities. I could fit batteries in here if I needed. I can fit my Walkman. My headphones I use are over the ear, so I wouldn't be able to fit these in there anyway. That's okay. The strap, let's just say this all definitely looks handmade, and that's not really a bad thing. It's fine. I used some flannel. There's also threads that I just haven't cut yet. There's some flannel fabric. It's very soft, and I wanted to use it on the inside as well to protect the CDs and stuff. I went with a cat theme, so almost every fabric has a cat. So Hello Kitty, this vintage fabric I got on Etsy years ago, and then this cat fabric I think I got it at Dollar Tree also years ago. And here, oh, the strap is some denim scraps. I actually like this patch. It was a necessity. The strap was just a whole ordeal, and I'll show it to you real quick. I'm tall, at least tall for a girl. I'm like 5'7", so I feel like it's just an awkward length. I wanted it to be longer, but I didn't feel like making a longer strap, and I don't really like how thick the strap is compared to how tiny the bag is. I'm just complaining now, but that's okay. I put ribbon in there, thought that would be cute, and a little CD thing is in there. So I can bring about 13 CDs with me, including the one that's in the CD player. So not too bad, not too shabby. Some CDs. Anyway, that's about it for this video. Don't mind my hair. This was very last minute. I'm probably going to be posting another one of these vlogs very soon. I post every single Saturday, so if you liked this video, you might like some of my others. I kind of post a little bit of everything. Some chatty videos where it's just me talking, some vlogs, tutorials, things like that. So if that sounds interesting, you should subscribe. Like, why not? It's free. Also, if you like the things I made, I am currently in the process of relaunching my shop, Cyberclone Co. If you were wondering, it's not Cyberclone Company, it's Cyberclone Collective. That's what the Co stands for. Does that matter? Not really, probably not to you. You can go to cybercloneco.com and sign up to my newsletter so you know exactly when I launch. It should be soon, sometime in April 2025. Okay, I will see you guys in the next one. Again, thank you for just being here. This video was a little odd this week. It is what it is. Thanks for watching, and maybe in the next one I'll be fully put together and ready before I go on camera. Or not. This is my life, and you're here for it. I know you are. Okay, see you guys later. Goodbye. By the way, I redid my webkins again because they all fell. Did I ever show you guys these? I don't know if I did. I guess I'll show you real quick. This is my current display. I'm still in the process of going through my webkins, so this is not all of them. But I did my puppy collection, or what I currently have of it. And then starting here, I have dogs. And then here is like a spring display. Those all have codes and I wanted to display them. Some springtime ones. Here are just random ones, and then ones in packaging. That's about it. And these ones still need displayed, and I have like probably 4 more tubs to go through.